Paraguay, a land between rivers and horizons, where the Chaco stretches beneath a burning sun, and the Atlantic forest breathes in cool green mist. Here, nature exists in contrast and harmony. In the west, dust swirls through thorny plains where silence hums with heat. In the east, waterfalls and orchids bloom beneath clouds heavy with rain. Between them flow the lifeblood rivers, Paraguay and Paraná, carrying songs from forest to plain. This is a country of crossroads, and beauty takes flight in endless forms. In this episode from BBTV Official, we journey through Paraguay's living wilderness. From the dry heart of the Chaco to the emerald edge of the Atlantic forest, to witness the colors, voices, and spirit of the birds that give this land its song. Atop wind-swept crests where mist drifts like breath, the swallow-tailed hummingbird shimmers, a feathered pulse of light. Its scientific name, Eupetomena macrura, joins Greek roots for elegant wing and long tail, a fitting title for South America's sky dancer, celebrated in Guarani folklore as the spirit of freedom. Distributed through the humid Atlantic forest, dry cerrado scrub, and city gardens from Paraguay and Brazil to northern Argentina, this species thrives up to 5,000 feet. It favors open woodlands and sunlit clearings where blossoms burn bright, adapting effortlessly to fragmented habitats and even urban edges. Measuring about 6 inches from bill to tail and weighing less than half an ounce, it's one of the largest hummingbirds in the region. Metallic blue-green feathers glow across its body, flaring into a deeply forked tail that flashes violet and teal in flight. Males are slightly larger, their tail streamers longer and more iridescent. Few birds can match its aerial mastery. It darts, hovers, and reverses mid-air, wings beating over 50 times per second. During courtship, males climb steeply, then plunge in U-shaped dives, their tails singing through the air. A dance of color and control evolved to dazzle rivals and charm females. Feeding consists primarily of nectar from flowering shrubs and trees, supplemented by small insects for protein. It plays a vital role as a pollinator, weaving life between blooms and carrying pollen across vast stretches of forest and savanna. Breeding occurs from September to February. Females weave tiny cup nests from spider silk and soft plant fibers, attaching them to slender branches. Clutches of 2 eggs hatch after 15 to 17 days, and fledglings take flight roughly 3 weeks later, guided by their mother's relentless care. It vanishes into mountain mist, a fleeting gift from peaks. Its future steady, but habitat pressures mounting as forests shrink. Soaring above the sunlit canopy, the blue-fronted Amazon carves through warm air on emerald wings. Its scientific name, Amazona aestiva, reflects the summer tones that crown its face, aestiva meaning of summer in Latin. Among Guarani legends, it is known as the forest's mimic, a messenger between humans and spirits. Distributed across eastern Paraguay, Bolivia, and northern Argentina, this parrot favors riverine woodlands, gallery forests, and palm groves up to 3,300 feet. It thrives in semi-humid lowlands, often nesting near water, and endures dry seasons by shifting to fruiting groves, where abundance returns with the rains. Measuring around 14 inches in length and weighing nearly a pound, it's a robust parrot with dazzling plumage. A vivid turquoise blaze stretches across its forehead, merging into yellow cheeks and green wings edged in blue. Males and females appear similar, their eyes rimmed in orange and framed by expressive feather tufts. What sets it apart is its intelligence and social voice. In the wild, flocks engage in loud choruses at dawn, exchanging calls that resemble laughter. Studies reveal advanced mimicry. Some individuals can reproduce dozens of natural sounds and even human speech. These vocal displays help reinforce bonds and coordinate movement among scattered groups. Diet comprises fruits, seeds, nuts, and blossoms, which it skillfully manipulates using its hooked bill and dexterous feet. In doing so, it aids forest regeneration, dispersing seeds from fig and palm species far from parent trees. Breeding occurs from September to December. Pairs occupy tree cavities, where the female lays 2 to 4 eggs. She incubates them for about 26 days, while the male guards and feeds her, and fledglings emerge after roughly 2 months, their flight uncertain but full of promise. Its wings remind us to guard these skies, for every echoing call risks falling silent when forests fade. What creature could paint silence with rhythm, turning dead wood into a living drum? The yellow-fronted woodpecker, Melanerpus flavifrons, answers in golden bursts. Its name joins the Greek melas for black and herpes for creeper, while flavifrons means yellow forehead, a radiant mark of its forest lineage. Distributed through Paraguay's eastern Atlantic forest and neighboring Brazil, this woodpecker favors humid lowland woods, cocoa groves, and shaded clearings up to 4,000 feet. It adapts well to secondary forests and even rural orchards, where hollow trunks echo with its resonant taps. Measuring about 7 inches long and weighing close to 2 ounces, it's a compact, vividly patterned bird. A bright yellow crown gleams above a crimson nape, separated by a glossy black band. The underparts shine in gray-white, while the wings shimmer with blue reflections. Males wear deeper red masks, glowing like embers in shadow. Its signature behavior is communal drumming. Family groups of up to 10 birds share territories, carving and repairing multiple cavities year-round. Each burst of rapid-fire tapping functions as both declaration and dialogue, claiming space, courting mates, and signaling unity. Researchers believe these rhythmic exchanges reinforce their cooperative bonds. Feeding consists mainly of fruits, berries, and wood-boring insects. With swift jabs, it extracts larvae from bark crevices, then turns to soft figs and palm fruits, playing a crucial role in seed dispersal across fragmented forests. Breeding occurs from August to December. Both sexes excavate their nest cavity, usually 15 to 30 feet high. 2 to 4 eggs are incubated jointly for around 2 weeks. Fledglings emerge after a month, joining the communal group that guards them fiercely from predators. It fades into night, leaving its hollow drums behind, beats of wood and memory still echoing beneath the stars. In the chaos where noise drowns silence, flashes of indigo and gold weave through the canopy, the plush-crested jay. Its name joins the Greek kianos for blue and korax for raven, while chrysops means golden-eyed. To the Guarani, it is the forest's trickster, clever enough to outwit both hawk and man. Distributed through eastern Paraguay, southern Brazil, and northern Argentina, this jay inhabits forest edges, gallery woodlands, and rural groves up to 4,600 feet. It thrives in transition zones where trees meet open fields, often traveling in small, vocal bands that map the landscape with sound. Measuring roughly 13 inches long and weighing about 6 ounces, it's a striking bird with a plush crest of deep violet-black sapphire wings and a bright yellow belly. Its piercing yellow eyes seem almost human in expressiveness, and when sunlight catches its plumage, it glows like silk, brushed by flame. Unlike any other jay in South America, it lives within complex family groups governed by hierarchy and learning. Individuals recognize calls of relatives, share food, and even teach fledglings alarm signals. In experiments, they can solve puzzles and remember hidden food sites for days, evidence of a mind shaped by cooperation and survival. Diet comprises fruits, insects, and small vertebrates. It often follows monkeys or woodpeckers to seize disturbed prey, and occasionally raids nests for eggs. This opportunism sustains its success across changing habitats. Breeding occurs from October to January. Nests are bulky platforms built high in trees, with both parents sharing care. Clutches of 3 to 4 eggs hatch after 18 days, and helpers, usually older offspring, assist in raising the young, ensuring continuity of the flock's legacy. Through centuries of lore, it sings between myth and memory, a voice of wit and wonder that still colors the Paraguayan wild. A metallic ring shatters the morning, echoing across the forest like distant forge work. The cream-backed woodpecker, Campephilus leucopogon, bears a name from Greek roots, campe for bent, philos for lover, and leucopogon for white beard. Locals call it Carpintero gigante, the master carpenter of the south. Distributed across the Atlantic forest, semi-arid Chaco woodlands, and riparian corridors of Paraguay, this imposing bird thrives where ancient hardwoods still stand. It ranges from lowland forests to 3,000 feet, relying on decaying trunks that harbor its prey, an ecosystem shaped by both death and renewal. Standing nearly 15 inches tall and weighing around 10 ounces, it's among South America's largest woodpeckers. Its plumage forms a bold contrast: black wings, crimson crest, and a pale cream back that gleams in filtered light. Males carry a full red cheek patch, while females wear a modest black stripe. Few birds embody such power. Its double-wrapped drumming resounds like a mallet striking hollow timber, audible over half a mile away. These booming rolls mark territory, attract mates, and even warn intruders. Using its chisel-like bill and reinforced skull, it tears bark apart to expose colonies of wood-boring beetles, leaving sculpted cavities that later house owls and parrots. Diet comprises primarily larvae, ants, and other insects extracted from rotting trees. It forages methodically, hammering with precision, then probing deep with its long, sticky tongue, an engineer of decay and rebirth. Breeding occurs from August to December. Pairs excavate new nest holes yearly, 20 to 40 feet above ground. 2 to 3 eggs hatch after about 17 days. Both parents share incubation and feeding duties, their rhythmic calls uniting them through dense forest silence. Against unyielding trunks, it carves persistence into wood and air, a reminder that even the hardest worlds yield to patience. For centuries, these plains have whispered of a hunter no larger than a dove, yet armed with the spirit of an eagle. The spot-winged falconet, Spiciapteryx circumcincta, takes its name from Greek. Spiza meaning finch, and apteryx for wingless, an ironic echo for a master of air marked by subtle white wing spots. Endemic to the dry Chaco and adjoining savannas of Paraguay and northern Argentina, it roams thorn scrub wilderness, open acacia groves, and wind-swept plains. This arid landscape, carved by dust and sun, tests endurance. Yet here the tiny falcon thrives, nesting in abandoned woodpecker holes and termite mounds. Measuring just 8 inches long and weighing around 3 ounces, it's the smallest raptor in South America. Its plumage blends pale gray, soft brown, and white, a living mirage against bark and sand. The wings flash dark spots in flight, while the hooked bill and keen amber eyes betray a predator's intent. Its most remarkable trait is precision hunting. Hovering briefly, it dives with the force of something far larger, seizing grasshoppers, lizards, or even small birds mid-air. Studies show it can strike at speeds over 50, an energy condensed into feathers and focus. Solitary pairs defend their territories fiercely, using sharp calls that slice through the desert air. Diet consists primarily of large insects and small vertebrates. It perches motionless for minutes before darting in sudden pursuit, returning to its lookout branch to feed. Breeding occurs from September to November. Pairs occupy cavities 6 to 12 feet above ground. The female lays 3 to 4 eggs, incubated for about 3 weeks. Something dark tears through the canopy, swift, soundless, unseen. The Chaco owl, Strix chacoensis, emerges as night's architect, a master sculpted by shadow and silence. Its name stems from the Latin strix for owl, and the Chaco itself lends the rest, a tribute to the vast thornland it commands. Confined to the dry Chaco woodlands of Paraguay, Bolivia, and northern Argentina, this nocturnal raptor inhabits sun-baked savannas, turned silver under the moon. It roosts in thorny quebracho trees and hunts beneath open skies, where temperature can drop 40 degrees after dusk. Few species are so perfectly attuned to this austere realm. Standing about 15 inches tall, with a wingspan exceeding 3 feet, it is compact yet formidable. Its plumage ripples in mottled browns and creams, a cloak of camouflage against bark and dust. Large dark eyes reflect the faintest starlight, while rounded wings and a broad-faced disc capture whispers of sound. Its most remarkable ability lies in precision hearing. As it glides low, asymmetrical ear openings allow it to triangulate movement in near total darkness. With a sudden drop and silent strike, it seizes rodents, insects, or small birds, crushing them with talons fine-tuned by evolution's patience. Diet consists mainly of small mammals and large insects. From low perches, it watches with still patience before launching into a deadly glide. Each kill sustains both hunter and habitat, controlling rodent populations vital to balance the Chaco's fragile web. Breeding occurs between August and October. Nests are built in natural cavities or abandoned raptor nests. Clutches of 2 eggs are incubated for about 30 days, and both parents guard their young with unyielding devotion through the long, cold nights. Its call carries across the plains, a low, rhythmic boom that rolls through darkness before silence returns. Copper and chestnut ripple across the dawn as the scimitar-billed woodcreeper begins its climb. Its scientific name, Drymornis bridgesii, means woodbird, honoring naturalist George Bridges, who first described its sinuous form. The long, down-curved bill, like a scimitar, gives the species both its name and its legend. Distributed through the dry Chaco and semi-arid woodlands of Paraguay, Bolivia, and Argentina, it inhabits thorn forests, mesquite groves, and scattered savannas up to 4,500 feet. This sun-baked world of dust and bark rewards only persistence, and the woodcreeper's life unfolds upon the vertical plane. Measuring nearly 11 inches long and weighing about 1.8 ounces, it appears slender and elongated. Rust-brown plumage flows down its back, streaked in buff and cream, while the pale underparts fade into cinnamon tones. The bill, thin, ivory-hued, and gracefully curved, extends over 2 inches, a perfect tool for probing crevices. Its signature behavior is its spiral climb. Starting near the trunk's base, it ascends in looping arcs, using stiff tail feathers as props. The bill slips into bark fissures, extracting spiders, beetles, and larvae invisible to the eye. This motion, patient, silent, precise, turns each tree into both battlefield and banquet. Feeding consists mainly of insects, arachnids, and small invertebrates. Unlike other woodpeckers, it rarely drums. Instead, it listens, moves, and pries, an artisan tracing the pulse of bark. Its presence signals a forest still alive with hidden life. Breeding occurs from September to December. Nests are built within old cavities or natural hollows, lined with soft fibers. 2 eggs are laid and incubated for about 18 days. Both parents share duties, feeding the young with minute care until they emerge, ready to grip their first trunk. Then it launches, tail streaming like smoke, vanishing into the heat haze between trees, a streak of rust and willpower. "30 minutes before sunrise, when the air still carries the scent of wet soil, the Rufous-bellied thrush begins its morning recital. Its name, Turdus rufiventris, means red-bellied thrush in Latin, a simple phrase for a bird whose song transcends simplicity, Paraguay's most familiar musician and the national bird of Brazil. Widespread across Paraguay's woodlands, parks, and semi-urban gardens, it thrives wherever trees and people coexist. From shaded courtyards to riverine groves, it brings melody to everyday life. Adaptable and unafraid, it often nests within cities, where its music becomes part of the dawn chorus, blending nature and civilization. Measuring about 10 inches long and weighing around 2.4 ounces, it bears rich rufous underparts that glow like clay under sunlight. The upper body is olive brown, the throat pale with fine streaks, and the eyes encircled by a faint golden ring. Both sexes look alike, humble yet elegant, perfectly suited to their lyrical presence. Its most remarkable gift is voice. Each phrase flows like a conversation, measured pauses, rising notes, and delicate repetitions. Males sing before dawn or after rain, claiming territory and courting mates through melody rather than display. Studies show individual thrushes can remember and vary over 100 song patterns, improvising like jazz musicians of the forest. Feeding consists mainly of earthworms, fruits, and insects. It forages on lawns and leaf litter, hopping softly, head tilted to listen for movement below. In this role, it becomes a gardener's ally, turning the soil and dispersing seeds through its droppings. Breeding occurs from September to January. The cup-shaped nest, built of twigs and mud, rests in shrubs or low trees. 2 to 3 eggs are laid and incubated for about 13 days. Both parents care for the chicks, whose first flights often coincide with the thrush's soft evening song. Sunlight catches its breast as it lifts from the garden wall, a final note suspended in the warm air of dusk. Across the wind-swept plains where reeds sway like green fire, the chestnut-bellied seedfinch raises its bold metallic song. Its name, Sporophylla angolensis, means seed lover from Angola, a misnomer that belies its true homeland, the wetlands and savannas of South America. In Paraguay, it is known simply as cabecita negra, the black-headed singer of freedom. Found throughout Paraguay's open grasslands, shrubby wetlands, and floodplains, it thrives between 500 and 3,000 feet, where water and wind shape the landscape. Its presence often marks the edge between pasture and marsh, a boundary where resilience meets melody. At about 5 inches long and weighing less than an ounce, this finch is compact yet striking. Males wear glossy black plumage from crown to tail, set against a chestnut-brown belly that glows under the sun. Females are softer, clothed in warm cinnamon hues. The stout, silvery bill gleams like polished metal, perfect for cracking the toughest seeds. Few sounds define the Chaco morning like its call. The male's song, sharp whistles, followed by fluttering trills, rings out over great distances, challenging rivals and enchanting mates. Bird enthusiasts across South America prize this voice, though sadly, it has also led to widespread trapping. Yet in the wild, its song carries the defiance of unbroken air. Feeding consists mainly of grass and sedge seeds, occasionally small insects. It forages low among reeds, using its powerful bill to break husks others cannot. During flood season, It adapts effortlessly, following water lines where fresh growth thrives. Breeding begins after the rains, from November to February. The female builds a small cup nest in tall grass or shrubs, laying 2 pale eggs. Both parents guard the territory fiercely, their duet songs proclaiming endurance over fragility. When storms fade and skies turn bronze, its dark silhouette remains, a steadfast voice in the endless breath of the plains. Darting between rooftops and rain-dappled grass, the Rufous-collared sparrow greets each dawn with a melody as familiar as breath. Its name, Zonotrichia capensis, means banded hair of the Cape, a nod to the rust-red collar that crowns its modest plumage. In Paraguay, it's affectionately called chingolo, the people's songbird. Found from lowland plains to Andean foothills, it thrives across nearly every corner of Paraguay. From village courtyards and mountain paths to open grasslands and city parks, it endures where few species dare to sing so close to human life. Its adaptability mirrors the country's rhythm, resilient, melodic, unbreakable. Measuring about 6 inches long and weighing around 0.9 ounces, it's compact yet elegant. Brown upper parts streaked with black flow into a gray chest, bisected by the iconic Rufous collar. 2 white stripes crown its head, and its eyes, dark and lively, seem always alert. Males and females are nearly identical, sharing an earthy grace. What sets it apart is its voice, a pure whistle, rising and falling in simple, perfect cadence. Each region's population sings in its own dialect, fine-tuned by geography and memory. Studies show these birds can alter notes to match their neighbors, creating song neighborhoods across towns and valleys. It's not just communication, it's culture. Feeding consists of seeds, grains, and small insects. It hops confidently across gardens and roadsides, unafraid of people, its gentle chirps a constant companion to daily life. By feeding near crops, it also controls pest insects, quietly supporting the farmers who hear its song. Breeding occurs from September to February. The female builds a small cup nest of grass and rootlets, usually hidden in low shrubs. She lays 2 to 3 eggs, and both parents share feeding duties. The chicks fledge within 2 weeks, tiny echoes learning the ancient language of song. Its wings remind us to guard these skies, for in its humble melody lives the heartbeat of the land, shared between wild hills and human hearths. What bird dares to challenge intruders twice its size, crying defiance across the wind? The southern lapwing, Vanellus chilensis, bears a name rooted in Latin, small fan of Chile, though its spirit belongs to every open sky of South America. In Paraguay, it is the sentinel of the plains, bold and unflinching. Widespread across Paraguay's grasslands, wetlands, agricultural fields, it thrives from river margins to high plateaus up to 5,000 feet. Wherever water glimmers and grass stretches to the horizon, its cry rings out, a wild, rolling call that signals both territory and warning. Standing about 13 inches tall with a wingspan of 30 inches, it is elegant and athletic. Gray wings flash with white patches during flight, a black breastband cutting through its pale body. The head bears a striking crest, while a narrow spur juts from each wing, a built-in weapon it wields with precision. Males and females are nearly identical, equally fierce. Its signature behavior is its courage. When predators approach, lapwings dive and faint, shrieking overhead and striking from above. Even humans who wander too close to a nest may find themselves under assault. This bravery, combined with its sharp alarm call, makes it the vigilant guardian of wetlands and fields alike. Feeding consists of insects, worms, and small crustaceans. It forages in shallow puddles or damp soil, stabbing rapidly with its beak. By consuming pest species, it keeps the grasslands healthy, its aggression serving the ecosystem it defends. Breeding occurs from August to December. Nests are shallow scrapes in open ground, lined with grass. The female lays 3 to 4 speckled eggs, their camouflage blending perfectly with soil. Both parents guard them tirelessly, attacking anything that threatens. Chicks, downy and alert, run within hours of hatching. It fades into twilight, its cry echoing over still water, half warning, half hymn to the wild heart of the plains. In the hush between night and dawn, when mist clings to the canopy and the forest holds its breath, the black jacobin arrives, a shimmer of movement between shadow and flame. Its name, Florisuga fusca, joins Latin for flower sucker and dark, a perfect harmony of light and mystery in feathered form. Distributed through the humid Atlantic forests of eastern Paraguay, southern Brazil, and northern Argentina, it thrives in shaded clearings and forest edges up to 4,900 feet. Here, moisture drips from bromeliads, and shafts of gold pierce green cathedrals of leaves, its stage for a performance equal parts silence and brilliance. Measuring about 5 inches long, and weighing less than half an ounce, the black jacobin glows with iridescent plumage that shifts from deep bronze to violet and blue under changing light. Its narrow, slightly curved bill is designed for precision, fitting perfectly into the tubular blossoms of native heliconias and passion flowers. Unlike most hummingbirds, it hovers nearly motionless, rotating its body and tail like a compass needle to guard its feeding territory. The wings beat at nearly 80 times per second, creating a faint metallic hum that blends with the forest's pulse. Its agility, paired with temperamental courage, makes it both artist and warrior of the canopy. Feeding consists mainly of nectar, but it also hunts tiny insects mid-air to fuel its high metabolism. By pollinating countless forest plants, it becomes an unseen thread in the ecological web, connecting flower to flower, season to season. Breeding occurs from September to January. Females build delicate cup nests of spider silk and moss, suspended from twigs under broad leaves. 2 pea-sized eggs are laid and incubated for 16 days. The chicks fledge within 3 weeks, entering the same luminous world their mother painted with her wings. Through centuries of rain and rebirth, the black jacobin remains, a spark of divine design whispering that beauty endures where forest and light still meet. Along the thorned ridgelines of western Paraguay, where dusk turns gold under morning light, the great Rufous woodcreeper announces its dominion. Its name, Zyphocalaptus major, fuses Greek for sword and climber, apt for a bird that wields both power and precision across the trunks of ancient trees. Distributed through Paraguay's dry Chaco, southern Brazil, and northern Argentina, it inhabits semi-arid forests of quebracho and algarrobo. Preferring tall, decaying trees, it thrives between 500 and 4,500 feet, where dry winds whistle through hollow wood and life persists by endurance. Measuring up to 13 inches long and weighing about 3 ounces, it's the largest woodcreeper in South America. Its plumage glows rich chestnut brown from crown to tail, with paler streaks along the throat and breast. A long, curved bill, dark at the tip and ivory near the base, forms the instrument of its trade, powerful enough to split bark like parchment. Few birds display such tenacity. It climbs vertically, hammering into wood to unearth beetle larvae buried deep inside. Each strike resonates like a heartbeat of the forest, slow and deliberate. The bird often works in pairs, their calls overlapping in rhythmic cadence, a duet echoing across the dry expanse. Diet consists mainly of large insects, ants, and spiders. With a tongue nearly 2 inches long, it probes channels carved by decay, recycling the forest's dead into sustenance and space for new life. Breeding begins in September. Nests are built within tree cavities lined with bark fibers. 2 eggs are laid, incubated for about 18 days. Both parents share care, feeding the hatchlings until they cling to bark and join the endless climb. Seeds fall, forests grow. The cycle continues, powered by wings and patience. "30 yards from this forest's edge, a shadow darts between thorns, a flash of rufous and gray against the pale dust. The crested gallito, Rhinocrypta lanceolata, takes its name from Greek for nose-hidden and spear shape, a nod to its slender bill and secretive habits. Locals call it gallito copeton, the crested little rooster of the Chaco. Endemic to the dry Chaco of Paraguay, Bolivia, and Argentina, it inhabits thorn scrub grasslands and semi-arid wood mosaics up to 3,600 feet. These harsh expanses, shaped by drought and wind, are its stage, an environment of survival where few singers dare to stand in daylight. Reaching about 9 inches in length and weighing just under 2 ounces, the gallito carries a bold crest of smoky gray feathers rising above a rufous face. Its tail is long and rounded, often flicked upright as it dashes through brush. Both sexes share similar colors, though males show richer hues beneath the throat. Its most remarkable display is its dance. During courtship or alarm, it fans its tail, raises its crest, and sprints in zigzag bursts across the scrub, wings snapping audibly. The performance serves both as territorial claim and challenge, a living flame ignited by motion. Despite its small size, it exudes defiance, a spirit born of dust and endurance. Feeding primarily on insects, ants, and spiders, it forages close to the ground, probing leaf litter and roots. Its short bursts of movement alternate with long pauses, each step a balance between caution and curiosity. Breeding occurs from September to December. Nests are built deep within thorny bushes, shaped like tunnels of twigs and grass. 2 to 3 eggs are laid, and both parents guard the nest fiercely, guiding their fledglings through the perilous scrub once they emerge. Sunlight catches its crest one final time before it vanishes into shimmering heat, life flickering where the desert breathes. Flashing across the sunlit scrub, the many-colored Chaco finch bursts from thorn to thorn in a flurry of gold, gray, and chestnut. Its name, Saltatricula multicolor, joins Latin roots for small dancer and many-colored, a fitting tribute to a bird whose every movement feels like music made visible. Found throughout the dry Chaco of Paraguay, northern Argentina, and Bolivia, it thrives in arid savannas and shrubby grasslands between 1,000 and 3,300 feet. Here, where the soil cracks and the wind hums with dust, it transforms desolation into melody, proof that even the harshest worlds can sing. Measuring about 6 inches long and weighing less than an ounce, this finch wears a vivid blend of plumage: gray crown, golden brown back, rufous wings, and a pale yellow breast brushed with silver. The strong conical bill gleams ivory white, perfect for crushing seeds scattered among dry grasses. What sets it apart is its communal spirit. During breeding season, groups of males perch atop thorn bushes, calling in alternating phrases, rich, melodic trills echoing across the plain. These synchronized performances attract females while uniting the flock against rivals and predators. The result is a landscape alive with sound and color. Diet comprises seeds, buds, and small insects. It forages on the ground or low shrubs, often following mixed flocks of sparrows and tanagers, turning the dusty steppe into a stage of shared abundance. Breeding begins with the first rains in October. The nest, a compact cup of grass and fibers, rests deep within thorny shrubs. Females lay 2 to 3 eggs, incubating them for about 12 days, while the male guards and feeds nearby. Fledglings take flight in less than 3 weeks, joining the growing chorus that defines the Chaco dawn. Its wings remind us to guard these skies, for every note it sings is a promise that life endures, even when the earth itself seems to thirst. What creature could weigh less than a sparrow yet strike with a falcon's precision? The pearl kite, Gampsonyx swainsonii, bears a name combining Greek for curved claw and hooked beak. Dedicated to English naturalist William Swainson, it is the smallest raptor in the Americas, a polished gem set against the Paraguayan sky. Distributed through Paraguay's open savannas, palm-dotted grasslands, and riverine woodlands, it thrives from lowlands to 2,600 feet. Preferring scattered trees and power lines for vantage points, it hovers like a suspended thought above the heat shimmer, waiting for the faintest flicker of prey. Barely 9 inches long and weighing about 2 ounces, it is delicate yet deadly. White underparts gleam beneath a blue-gray back and black-capped head. A subtle russet band crosses its breast, while bright orange eyes blaze with alertness. In sunlight, it appears sculpted from pearl and shadow, both fragile and formidable. Its signature ability lies in motionless hovering. Facing into the wind, it beats its wings just enough to remain suspended, scanning the grass below. Then, with a sudden dive, it seizes lizards, frogs, or small birds, striking with the speed of lightning, condensed into silence. This aerial stillness, followed by explosive grace, defines its mastery. Feeding consists mainly of small vertebrates and large insects. Unlike larger hawks, it hunts alone, repeating its hovering patrols throughout the day. Each capture sustains the delicate balance of the plains, keeping life and death in quiet equilibrium. Breeding occurs from September to February. Pairs build compact nests of twigs lined with fine grasses, often in palm crowns or isolated trees. 2 to 3 eggs are laid, incubated for about 30 days. Both parents feed the chicks, alternating between vigilance and tenderness beneath the open sky. It fades into twilight, wings gleaming like distant glass. Its presence felt more in silence than in sight. In the chaos where water mirrors sky and silence competes with the cry of herons, the black-collared hawk reigns. Its name, Bucerellus nigricollis, merges Latin for falcon-like and black-necked, describing the bold collar that cuts across its russet chest, a mark of authority in the flooded world it rules. Distributed throughout the wetlands and riverine forests of Paraguay, the Pantanal, and northern Argentina, it thrives along oxbow lakes, lagoons, and slow-moving rivers below 2,600 feet. It perches patiently on palm snags or driftwood, scanning the water's glassy surface for the smallest ripple of life. Measuring around 20 inches long with a wingspan of nearly 4 feet, this medium-sized raptor carries rich chestnut plumage, contrasting with the pale head and that unmistakable black collar. The talons are sharply curved, the eyes deep amber, tools and instruments of a patient hunter. Males and females share nearly identical elegance. Few birds embody such quiet precision. With a single downward sweep, it plucks fish from the water's skin, rarely missing. Some studies show strike success exceeding 80%. It often hovers briefly before diving feet first, wings flaring, droplets scattering like sparks. Each movement is both art and instinct, centuries of adaptation choreographed by evolution. Diet consists mainly of fish, frogs, and aquatic insects. Occasionally, it takes small snakes or crabs, always hunting near water. By preying on sick or dying fish, it serves as both predator and purifier of the wetland ecosystem. Breeding occurs from July to October. Nests of sticks and reeds rise above flooded trees. 2 eggs are laid, incubated by both parents for about 35 days. Chicks fledge at 7 weeks, their early flights tracing the shimmer of rivers at dawn. Through centuries of water and wind, it has watched rivers shift and forests fade, yet endures as the spirit of the floodplain. A rolling call trembles through the dawn, half laughter, half song. The gray-necked wood-rail, Aramaides cagenuus, answers the silence with color and voice. Its name fuses Greek for unfettered walker and cayenne, echoing both its stride and its tropical lineage. A bird made of sound and sunlight. Found across Paraguay's river margins, flooded fields and marshy lagoons, it thrives wherever water meets land. From the Pantanal's reed beds to the quiet oxbows of the Paraná, this rail moves with equal ease through shadowed mangroves and shimmering wetlands below 3,000 feet. Rarely does it fly. Its world is one of reflection and stillness. At about 13 inches long and weighing nearly a pound, it's a vision of contrast. Slate gray neck, chestnut breast, olive back, and bright coral legs. A patch of emerald green wings flashes when it runs, while a crimson eye glows like an ember in the mist. No other rail blends flamboyance with secrecy so completely. Most remarkable is its voice. At sunrise and dusk, pairs call in duets. one leading, the other replying with perfect rhythm. The echoes roll through the marsh like laughter carried on fog, defining territory and reinforcing lifelong bonds. To hear them is to know the wetland is still alive. Feeding consists mainly of snails, insects, crustaceans, and fallen fruit. It probes soft mud with a gentle jab, moving with surprising grace for a bird of its size. In doing so, it aerates the soil and disperses nutrients vital to aquatic growth. Breeding occurs from November to February. Nests are woven from reeds above shallow water, sheltered by overhanging vegetation. 2 to 5 eggs hatch after about 3 weeks, and both parents guard their young closely, leading them through channels of reflected sky. Against the flood's uncertainty, it weaves rhythm and color into survival. Each step a quiet defiance of the tide. For centuries, these thorn forests have awakened not to silence, but to a chorus, raw, jubilant, and unmistakable. The Chaco chachalaka, or Talus canicolus, carries a name from Latin meaning gray-necked, though its true mark is its voice, a raucous anthem of the Paraguayan dawn. Endemic to the dry Chaco of Paraguay, southern Bolivia, and northern Argentina, it inhabits thorn scrub woodlands, dry riverbanks, and mesquite thickets from lowlands up to 3,000 feet. These lands of dust and light belong to sound, and no creature defines that better than the chachalaka. At about 22 inches long and weighing up to 1.5 pounds, it resembles a small pheasant. Olive-brown feathers blend with grayish tones on the neck and breast, while the long tail flashes with pale edges when fanned. Its bright eyes and bare red throat add contrast, glowing when sunlight filters through the thorn canopy. Its most remarkable trait is its call, loud, rhythmic, and communal. At sunrise, entire flocks gather to shout their presence in overlapping choruses, their cries carrying for miles. Each sequence follows a distinct rhythm, like drummers in a forest band. To travelers, this uproar is the Chaco's heartbeat, chaotic yet full of life. Feeding consists mainly of fruits, leaves, and flowers. It climbs branches with agility, often feeding in groups that strip trees of figs or pods before moving on. In doing so, it disperses seeds across the Chaco, renewing the vegetation it depends upon. Breeding takes place from September to January. Females construct twig nests in dense shrubs or small trees, laying 3 creamy eggs. Both parents guard the young, leading them carefully through the underbrush once they hatch. Now it perches, still as sculpture, feathers dusted with gold, its echoes lingering only in memory as the forest heat begins to rise. A blur of russet wings cuts through the midday glare, trailing flecks of clay and dust. The Rufous hornero, Furnarius rufus, whose Latin name means baker of clay, is famed across South America as both architect and anthem. Its domed mud nest, a symbol of home, resilience, and craftsmanship. Widespread across Paraguay's open plains, farmlands, and urban parks, it thrives from riverbanks to pasturelands up to 4,000 feet. This adaptable species has made peace with humanity, nesting on fence posts, rooftops, and even streetlights, turning human structures into extensions of its own design. Measuring about 7 inches in length and weighing 1 ounce, it's modest in size but striking in hue. Warm reddish-brown plumage, paler underparts, and a tail that fans with quick precision during flight. The stout bill, perfectly suited for sculpting, reveals both artistry and endurance in every stroke. Its most remarkable trait is its engineering. Together, pairs gather wet clay, shaping it into a spherical oven-like nest that hardens into brick under the sun. Each structure may weigh up to 10 pounds and last for years, with narrow entrances curving into chambers that protect chicks from heat and predators. In Paraguay, the nest is celebrated as a national emblem, a testament to diligence and devotion. Feeding consists mainly of insects, spiders, and small invertebrates found on the ground. It forages with brisk steps, flipping leaves and pecking soil with rhythmic focus, often working in pairs as if choreographing labor into art. Breeding occurs from August to December. Both sexes construct the nest, alternating between building and courtship displays. 2 to 4 eggs are laid, incubated for about 15 days, and the parents feed the hatchlings tirelessly until they fledge within a month. Its duet call rings clear and rhythmic across the plains, 2 voices weaving into one melody that speaks of labor, love, and the quiet pride of creation. White and gold shimmer against the heat-blurred air as the white woodpecker darts between palm trunks. Its name, Melanerpes candidus, joins Greek for black creeper and Latin for shining white, capturing the duality of shadow and light that defines this radiant carpenter of the Chaco. Distributed throughout Paraguay's open woodlands, palm groves, and dry savannas, it thrives from lowlands to 3,300 feet. Where fallen trees meet sun-scorched soil, it brings rhythm, each tap a heartbeat of the forest's renewal. Adaptable and bold, it often ventures into farmlands and towns, living comfortably beside people. Measuring around 11 inches long and weighing 2.5 ounces, this woodpecker is unmistakable. A pure white head and underparts, black back and wings edged in pale gold, and a yellow ring encircling vivid blue eyes. The strong bill glints silver, made for chiseling wood and cracking bark like sculpted stone. Unlike its secretive cousins, the white woodpecker is a social craftsman. It travels in flocks of up to 10, drumming and calling with metallic precision. Each strike releases bark dust into sunlight, creating golden sparks in motion. Researchers note that their cooperative foraging increases both efficiency and protection, a living rhythm of teamwork. Diet comprises ants, termites, and beetle larvae, supplemented by fruits and palm nuts. It hammers dead trunks or palms, prying open insect galleries with agile accuracy. By feeding on pest species, it helps sustain the delicate balance of Paraguay's dry forests. Breeding begins in August. Pairs carve nest holes high in palm cavities, lining them with wood fibers. 2 to 4 eggs are laid, incubated for about 13 days. Both parents feed the chicks, joined at times by helpers from previous broods, a rare display of family unity among woodpeckers. Then it bursts into the air, white wings catching the sun like flashing blades, an artisan carried upward by its own rhythm. Across Paraguay's wild mosaic, from the sun-baked Chaco to the mist-laced Atlantic forest, each bird we've met carries a fragment of this land's untamed soul. They are the builders of clay and song, the guardians of rivers and thorns, and the silent keepers of stories, older than borders or maps. In the whisper of wings, we've heard the pulse of resilience, In the blaze of feathers, we've seen the spirit of renewal. Here, life endures not by chance, but by harmony, between drought and rain, between forest and sky, between creature and earth. Thank you for journeying with BBTV Official through the avian heart of Paraguay. If these winged wonders stirred your sense of awe, help their stories keep flying. Like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments, which bird spoke to your soul today? Until we meet again, may the songs of Paraguay's skies remind you that beauty, once seen, is worth protecting forever.